Heyo guys! So, you just download World War Z from the Epic Game Store, and you want to get the best settings for your gameplay. Well, I'm going to show you guys how you can do that. So, let's go ahead and dive right on in. Alright guys, so first thing you want to do before you open up the game is you want to go ahead and get onto your desktop, and then you want to right click on your desktop if you're using a NVIDIA graphics card, which I am. I have an RTX 2070. So you want to go into your NVIDIA control panel. Alright guys, once your NVIDIA control panel opens up, you want to go into manage 3D settings, and then you want to click on program settings. And then once you get into program settings, you're going to add your World War Z game icon into the program to customize. So if it's not already in here, you're going to have to hit the add button, and then you're going to have to look for your World War Z game file. If it's not in here, then you're gonna have to go through the browser and you're gonna have to manually look for it. Once you have found it, you click on the icon and then you click add selected program. Now once the add program file is in there, the first thing you want to do is you want to go to anti-aliasing FXAA. I turn this on. Next, CUDA GPUs. You want to select your graphics card. Like I said before, I'm using a RTX 2070. Select that. And then the maximum pre-rendered frames, you want to have this set to 1. And then OpenGL rendering GPU, you want to have that set to your graphics card. And then power management, you want to have this set to preferred maximum performance. Your texture filtering, you want to have that set to on. And then your texture filtering quality, you want to have set that to high performance. And then your texture filtering trilinear optimization, you want to have that set to on as well. And then thread optimization, you want to have that set to on. And then vertical sync, you want to have that set to on as well. And then virtual reality pre-rendered frames, you want to have that set to 1. So just as in recap, so anti-aliasing FXAA on, GPU CUDA, you want to have that set to your graphics card. Make sure it's set. We'll set mine again. And then maximum pre-rendered frames, you want to set that to 1. And then OpenGL rendering GPU, you want to have that set to your graphics card. Power management, preferred maximum performance. Texture filtering, anisotropic sampling option on. Texture filtering quality, high performance. Texture filtering trilinear optimization on. Thread optimization on. Vertical sync on, and virtual pre-rendering set to 1. And then once you guys have all that set down, you want to hit the apply button and then open up your World War Z game. So go ahead and bring up your game, and then we're going to go into the settings. So first off, I like to have my motion blur intensity set to off. It's just a personal preference. I don't like to have motion blur at all in anything, especially in my video games. So your mileage may vary if you want to have this on or off. I like to keep mine off. Anyways, then let's go ahead and head over to the video section. And then for graphics API, depending on what setup you have, whether you have GTX 1080 Ti or an RTX graphics card or AMD graphics card, I'm personally running an RTX 2070, so just playing around with the different settings, you know, whether the DirectX X11 or the Vulkan engine. I found out for an RTX 2070, the best engine is the DirectX 11. Obviously, I'm playing in full screen mode with an ultra wide monitor, so that's obviously you're gonna have that set to your monitor size, and whether if you want to play this in full screen or windowed mode, you will have a better experience if you play in full screen mode. That way you're not clicking out of the window. Anyways, and then on to vertical sync. Like I said, vertical sync, it varies with setups, but for me, and once I said again, an RTX 2070 vertical sync on, I've found that I have gotten the best results. And then as for your FPS limit, depending on what refresh rate monitor you have, my refresh rate on my monitor goes up to 200, so I just have mine set to unlimited. And then as for your advanced video settings, I have mine set to custom. It comes preloaded as ultra, but since I'm running mine as custom, so let's go back to ultra here and I will reset. So as for details, I have mine set for ultra, and then anti-aliasing I have set for TIA, and then post-processing I have set for high. My shadow quality is set to high as well, and then my lighting quality I have set to high as well, and then effects quality I have that set to ultra, and then the texture quality set to ultra, and then the texture filtering set to high. So with those settings, you'll probably get well over 90 to 100 frames per second on average. So why don't we go ahead and run a benchmark, and I'll show you guys my settings with this, and then I'll show you guys with low settings. Alright guys, so here's our benchmark running. Like I said before, your mileage will vary, but I found this is the best settings for an RTX 2070. Just with my recording software, I am dropping about 10 to 15 frames more if I weren't having that recording software on. But regardless, I am well over 100 frames per second, so that's more than playable in my opinion. But like I said, guys, if you have an RTX 2080 Ti, obviously you can set everything to ultra, especially if you have dual RTX 2080 Ti's, then you can SLI those. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button. It helps me out a ton. And if you're new to the channel, think about subscribing and hitting the bell notification, that way you get notified when I release new content. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Drive fast, take chances, swerve often. See ya.